Hi, I'm Kathy.
I'm Ella.
I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Skylar.
And we are KEGS. And I did the mapping for the core component.
I did the GUI interface for the core component.
And I did the location for the reach component.
And I did the speed analysis for the reach component.
For the mapping part, first we're reading the map using imRead function. And to map the real latitude and longitude data with the pixel coordinates, we chose 6 data points and stored them in long array and lat array separately. Then I used imtool in MATLAB to find the pixel coordinates of these 6 points and store the x, y value separately. To find the linear relationship, I used polyfit function. And with the coefficients found for longitude and longitude and the pixel limits, we could find the limits of xy coordinates to plot the image. We used image function and xlim, ylim to plot the image.
The initial GUI interface was built with 2 buttons. The first button, Load Data, was made to read any data file that could contain a table. The second button, Mark Data, then reads the latitude and longitude points from the loaded file and marks them all on the map. The button will also give an error if any of these points from the table lie outside the limits of the map. In addition, Mark Data will display the values of the first and last latitude and longitude points from the table as the start and stop points on the GUI interface.
For the play animation button, we added onto our core component code. We added a variable h which creates an animated line with a specified color, size, marker, etc. Using the for loop from the core component and the variable h, we used the add points function to add points from our timetable at time I to the animated line. We created a speed gauge to display the speed at time I, and we also created a date time edit field to display the date and time at time I. Within the previous if statements, we added more if statements to display the current action at time I as the animation path plays.
This part is a location part where I started by grouping locations on a campus map and usage input to find out the coordinates of each area. When finding the coordinate, I also tried to include most part of the map, so I also added the equal signs to every point. I then created a if loop to match each coordinate to the locations, and the rest that I did not include will be bike path on campus. We also created the buttons that display the time, date, speed, and location, and here's the animation showing the path we walk on campus.